nearby talent too.
Of course.
And it's kind of shaken out. I wouldn't say like too surprising. A lot of the expected seeds are winning, but the matches that they are winning are phenomenal.
Ooh.
Oh, I love the respect.
Big respect from both of these players. They've known each other forever, and like you said, yeah, mostly local, some Central Illinois talent. And unfortunately, we could not have Sir Dane come out, but you know, we're still gonna have a good time getting it started. Saucequeen versus Richer. We're seeing fires. We're seeing turnips.
Yep, this is like the signature Ness problem, I guess. It's not a problem if you're Ness, but if you're playing against Ness, you want to generally start PS2 or small battlefield, and then you just have to deal with so many of these platform cancel side specials. It gets annoying. And Peach also susceptible because like that's exactly where she wants to float usually. So we see him like kind of slow it down a little bit, but we still find Richer a little bit in the lead here. Big swing right there to take the stage too.
Yeah, 15 love on that one. I think Richer's really gonna have to reconsider his float height, like you said. But that's a stitch in his hand. That thing's a bomb.
Yeah, and it's tough too. All right, there it goes. But like Ness gets away with like throwing these aerials out and then putting the shield up, but you can't really do that with Stitch in play. It'll just eat through the shield.
Yeah, and I believe in Ultimate, items are like insanely fast out of shield, so not even the Ness aerials are enough. But speaking of items, he's got a turnip of his own, tries to make a conversion, but just settles for a quick back throw instead. Ledge trap going on.
Not too bad. I was going to say Peach does have a really hard time on the ledge against Ness. She doesn't have a lot of fast options because like at best she can jump and throw out one of those beautiful forward airs, but gets caught by the yo-yo. Does find a different forward air though, dead even here.
Yeah, so just nothing but respect for and between these players. They've done great to get here. Obviously, Saucequeen is known for his excessive clip farming, but I don't think we're going to be seeing that here. He's just going to be going. He's going to be putting his whole heart into this set, and I think it's going to be just a different player from the looks of things. We're seeing he's just doing whatever he wants. He's sitting over there. He's just playing with his magnet, his flash delay.
That's another stitch right there too. That's incredible.
My gosh.
Yeah. He's literally he's just hitting the B button, and he's like, hey, they're special moves for a reason. They're special to me.
Yeah, right?
Oh, that should have probably been it. It worked out.
Yeah, he tried to delay his rocket takeoff there, but unfortunately the trajectory was a little bit wrong. And now here comes the Richer combos. He's at 50. He's off stage, but he manages to swat him out and make it back. That was close. But speaking of close,
oh, interesting.
Well played.
Yeah. Good use of the get-up attack there. Not usually the best option, but that's insane to do out of shield.
Peach Daisy up out of shield is definitely a thing. I've never seen it not connect like that. Like,
yeah, that's odd. It's not sure you for sure, but it's pretty good.
It could be something to do with Ness's floatiness, but he's floating all the way to this next game, into that blast zone. Big old crown smack. And first game goes to Peach, or Anya Taylor-Joy, depending on who you ask.
I never made that connection until now, but this is like a different Peach in my mind. But you can see like pretty drastically how the dynamic shifts in that matchup too. It's like when they're like, if Ness has Peach in disadvantage, he's like, oh, right. And then the moment he's off stage, he's like, well, hold on.
Yeah, right? It's like, it's not funny when it happens to me, man. Come on. Let's not do anything crazy. Don't do something you'll regret.
She's got a lot of options, too. Like, even just throwing turnip at Ness after he lands the PK Thunder slows him down pretty drastically. Counter in her, like, specific instance isn't powerful just because of how it works. But, oh, it's tough. Okay.
Oh, boy, yeah. Just lighting her on fire. 72% now answered, almost unanswered. Chases him around with the Thunder. I feel like Peach's floatiness and kind of her, her down air being that multi-hit, she's gonna have some trouble just getting down if she just gets getting thundered over and over again. But Nair out of shield is gonna send Richer off stage. Down tilt? Oh my goodness. That did so much damage.
It really did rack up. It felt like it was like 120-ish, and then I looked down, it was like 160 after the throw.
Yeah, this
gone immediately.
This little kid, he's got some fast feet. I'll give him that. He could be like a ballet dancer.
Oh yeah. He could be like it's not the strength of the kick either. I was gonna say maybe he could be like a field goal kicker, but no, I think it's just the speed. I think ballet's perfect for him. Oh my God, please hold out faster, up and away, jump out of there.
Yeah, extending off of the magnet, goes for the PK flash and finds himself in a bit of a sticky situation. Does not find that golf club swing. Bit of the 9-iron. Might have to try the driver next time.
Yeah, something a little more force. Hopefully it hits down at the ledge. I know the golf club can do that, but you got to be pretty close to the ledge to make it work.
Yeah, and here we go. Here are the Thunders I was just talking about. What does Peach do? She hopes he stops using them, which is what happened.
Yeah.
Yay.
Her only out, honestly. She could maybe go to the ledge, but as we said before, it's like not a great spot for her either. Blast zone could work too. Oh, there you
yeah,
go.
into the blast zone, yeah. Oh boy, the odds seem to be stacked against Richer right now. We got Saucequeen with the adaptations. We're going to see how Richer responds, maybe even in this single game. Who knows? We've seen some magic from him before.
It is kind of tough, though, because you can kind of feel the sort of impatience coming in from Richer, and Saucequeen says, that's fine, I'm just going to throw out these forward airs and wall you out. So as Richer tries to approach, just without any projectiles or anything, just by walking in or floating in, Saucequeen's already, like, walling out with an aerial before it even happens. So it's tough.
Yeah, the Ness aerials really are just stuffing out the flow. I feel like floating is just kind of Richer's primary option, whether it be, like, in neutral or to approach. So just having these insane aerials that completely take that away is kind of just, we're just seeing Richer at kind of a loss for metaphorical words, I suppose.
Right.
Because this could be a potential 3-stock coming out from Saucequeen to take a dominant game 2. Let's see if he can close it out here.
Looking like it, because the other thing, too, is if you do try and finally get past some of those aerials by mixing up the timing, you probably might just hit Ness's shield, which is also bad. Up tilt will do it. Just because hitting Ness's shield is not a good time. You get neutral air, you get grabbed. Pretty much all of it is bad for Peach. So it's a really tough spot. I think the difference is when Richer had the lead, the dynamic was much more in Richer's favor, but it didn't happen that game pretty much ever. So going right back to small battlefield.
Yeah, I was going to mention that stage counter pick. You saw Saucequeen did the run it back, and Richer agreed. I mean, after getting 3-stock, do you want to run it back?
It's tough. I mean, Pokemon Stadium 2 and Small Battlefield still have those platforms that are so good for Ness to side B cancel. You don't want to go to FD is a worry as Peach, because we saw how hard it is for her to land against just PK Thunder alone. She has to clank with down air or just go to the ledge. It's pretty tough. So your only options usually will probably be Battlefield, which you'll get comboed vertically anyway with the platform's assistance. And the platforms are still there to do all these side specials. It's a pretty tough stage layout, no matter which way you cut it.
Yeah, in this matchup, you definitely make a great point there. I feel like Saucequeen is always going to have the upper hand. I mean, I could see maybe an FD if Richer is super confident that he'll get his combo starters, because if that happens on FD, you're gone. There's no escape.
Oh, there we go. Opportunity, still keeping Ness at the ledge. You don't always have to edge guard him. If you could just keep him off of the center, that's still probably a win for Peach here.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just like, oh yeah, there's the back throw. Characters with like subpar recoveries, it's not about sending them into the blast zone. It's about just depriving them of their resources until they fall in themselves.
Right. Ooh, okay. Love that back air. You can definitely throw out so many of those too, and then if they do try to roll, you can usually catch them with the forward air. Oh, there it is. Lovely punish on the regrab.
Nice little birdie from Richer there. Oh boy, we're getting it started. We're getting it started.
I've never seen that particular route. The beginning of it I've seen a million times, watching like however many Ling games I've seen in my life. But the turnaround back air was like really interesting right there, and it sets you up for the perfect spot. Oh my goodness, that one hit.
The tennis serve is going to send him off. We saw Richer actually got a Dotty Eyes, which does the most damage out of any regular turn-up.
Ooh.
Oof, Saucequeen in a tricky spot, but manages to escape with a little bit of aggression, but just gets sent right off again. Intercepts the turn up, but Toad comes out. Keegan-Michael Key with the assist.
I gotta watch that movie, man. I keep forgetting who's who. What's interesting too is like countering the throw right there is like a really good option. It definitely caught Saucequeen off guard, and we now have a very different dynamic. We have Richer in the lead, big damage opportunity, but great timing on the tech there from Saucequeen.
And there we go, just double jump cancel fires over and over. I'm just gonna keep doing this, and if you get hit, it's your own fault.
It sure feels like that too. He fights just like a child. Probably
yeah.
He is one, but
yeah, true.
Okay, we're moving, not to anywhere in particular, but just around the stage.
We are moving. We don't have a destination, but we have a journey, I guess.
Oh, I love that drag down up there. That was a crazy turn to pull. Still living though.
Yeah, big back throw. Peach is barely going to be able to survive that, but the side B gets intercepted by the forward air, and what was looking pretty dire for Saucequeen just a stock ago, or just a minute ago rather, is now looking to be even. Yeah.
Yep.
Right on cue.
All right, it should be a back air or a neutral air. You DI in there. Either way, it's a hit though. I think, frankly, DIing in for the neutral air is better there for Saucequeen, so good presence of mind, but geez, every little opening for Ness, I get so worried for Richer here.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's just so many So many things that could go wrong, so many things that may go wrong, so many things that should go wrong.
All right. Stand at the ledge here. What is the play? That's pretty ambitious. Misses the PK Thunder too.
Yeah, this is what Saucequeen does. Doesn't matter who he fights.
Yeah.
What the score is, what the stock count is. He's like, I want this clip and I want it now.
I appreciate someone who sticks to their principles no matter what, and I think Saucequeen definitely fits the bill.
Oh yeah, you saw earlier he got reverse 3-stocked, SDing twice trying to style on on trying to go for style, and he ended up losing that game. So honestly, he's just just a hell of a guy,
Yeah. Interesting dynamic shift there. The percentage now where if you down throw as Peach and then, oh my god, I would have died there too. Just caught him holding in.
Yeah, we've been seeing Saucequeen doing a bit of up air from the ledge, or just kind of aggression in general. And Richer was ready for that one. The Peach dash attack firmly, well not firmly, but taking that stock, taking that game, running it back to small battlefield, because why the heck not, right?
Sure. It's working mostly. You know, you're, what, 67% on this stage? That's pretty good. I'd take those odds. And worst case, you got 2 shots at it. There's only game 4, so if Saucequeen does win on this one, you have another one to play with.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe if Saucequeen takes this game, we might see a bit of stage variety, but that's probably wishful thinking coming out of me.
Yeah, I think they're both pretty content with just like running a million games on small battlefield at this point.
Ooh, barely misses that second forward air. Draws the circle in reverse just to style on him. Drag down into the F-tilt. Back off stage you go. I'm not done with you yet. Take some of these fires.
Finally misses one though, and what an opportunity. We got Richard landing the forward air. Good pressure at the ledge, trying to force the option with the Z-drop turn-up, but Ness's forward air is so good. We see Saucequeen kind of utilize it often to get off of the ledge right there, because it's just got so much range compared to pretty much anything Peach can throw out.
Yeah, I mean, her forward air has a fair bit of range, but it's maybe like 3 times slower almost, but the Thunders are coming out. We're not seeing much excessive Thunder usage from Saucequeen, despite the fact I feel like that's kind of Peach's worst nightmare. Maybe I'm wrong.
At this percent, you kind of can't mess up, so you get back throw here just to set up for the edge guard.
You see how close that Ness grab was?
It was very close.
My goodness.
Missed time there, but huge opportunity, but the route was insane. Drag down forward here, by the way. If it doesn't lead to grab, which kills there, it still leads to the neutral air. Great pickup there from Saucequeen.
Yeah, big jump flow read with the up air and just going to get swatted out of the air. Quit playing with that magnet, young man. You can have it back after class.
I don't even know how it works. Jumping back from the ledge onto the stage is pretty, I would say, dangerous. Utilizing your second jump like that, where Peach could just like smack you off into a situation where you have to PK Thunder, is pretty rough. Oh my god, get out of there. No way. Okay.
I think there was supposed to be a second hit of that magnet there. That would have been pretty crazy, but you still got big chunk of damage. But that's what Richard's looking for as well, but drops the bit of the down tilt starter. Bit of a flub there. Yeah.
Went for like a pretty interesting like read or reaction to just wait for the tech option and then respond. But let's see what we got here. Misses that angle. It's I think the game's fault more than Saucequeen's fault. Definitely rounded up in the worst way.
Yeah, right. Need a bit of a protractor to figure that one out. I think a bit ambitious on that angle. Trying to mix up Richard a little too hard. Just leaves the turnip there. Doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, you don't want it, frankly, in this situation, because like your aerials are kill moves at that percent, as we saw right there. Forward air drag down into the grab. Just one of Ness's many amazing tools. He suffers in certain aspects, but he sure has a lot of bonuses in some other aspects.
Yeah, so getting it started. Once again, we got the forward air coming out. Turnips once again. This is Peach is just making sure this child gets his vegetables in. That's all she's doing.
Yeah, winky face. Opening up center stage. Trying to put some pressure on the shield here, but Richard finds a grab, and it should be an up air. Oh no, goes for something crazy.
Yeah, it's like how you get a face in like your coffee in the morning. Right. They just took a Sharpie and a turnip.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Big forward air right there. What is the play to get back? Going high this time, because you can just get back to the ledge pretty safely with all of that drift that Ness gets. Oh my good, down air, up air would have been wild.
Yeah, doesn't quite doesn't get the height he needs. I think Peach a little bit too floaty for that one, but now we're looking at a bit of a last hit. Ooh, not quite with the forward air, but I feel like a few Ness aerials might not kill, but wow. Oh my goodness!
Oh, it's so rough.
Oh.
Of all the throws to have a kill throw, back throw's got to be one of the best ones.
Oh yeah.
Like we saw right there. Dash attack is usually what you'd want to use as a textbook example of like punishing your opponent's landing, right? Because it's got like the best burst. But if you mess up, it's really bad. And it felt like it was Richter's game too, but Saucequeen brought it all the way back.
Yeah, I feel back throw and up throw definitely the nice ones to have, but looks like my wish came true because we might be looking at a different stage. Who knows? I mean, it's really just up to
Nice try.
It's different.
Yeah, it's slightly different.
Technically.
We're talking like a couple of units of blast zone and like a few feet of real estate, but we are going to PS2.
He ain't do nothing but step back.
That's good. I'm stealing that one.
Hey, you're welcome, bro.
All right. We're
Free
on
of
game
charge.
5. Oh, all right. Just going back to business as usual, despite the change of scenery. There's no change of pace. PK fires, turnips, and a couple of aerials.
Yeah, actually seeing a bit more patience out of Richard there. Decided to just let Saucequeen swing his aerials and just try to punish the little amount of end lag there is, but it does exist. And with Richard's precision, he can definitely cash out on that. Gets the turnip in hand and throws it away. Well, don't waste food, guys. Come on.
Yeah, right. Oh, big throw right there. That actually takes the jump. So the dodge comes out, but missed time to punish right there. Great route there from Saucequeen to get back to center stage. Oh, big PK fire too. That's the thing, even if you do get out of it, usually Ness is fast enough to find some other follow-up. What a grab though, that's crazy.
Yeah, we were kind of making fun of like PS2 a second ago, but it is a lot larger. So we're gonna be seeing a lot more of this, and maybe a lot more turnip pulling, or just the footsies game is going to be a lot more interesting when there's a lot more room to dash back and forth for both players, especially in that air-to-air combat that both of these characters are going to be trying to excel in.
Ooh. I love that little mix-up there. Instead of going for what you would usually expect of like a neutral air or back air out of shield from Peach, goes with the mix-up on the timing there with the forward air, and it worked out. But now you're stuck on the ledge, misses the grab and gets down smash, but it's not the best kill move that Peach has.
Yeah, not quite what was in Melee, but Saucequeen here just hanging on by a thread. Any Peach aerial will do it.
Yep. Okay. What can't down tilt do, I guess? Dash tag will do it. Wow, great timing on that.
Yeah, great burst options we've been seeing from Richard. Just kind of he's kind of just having this plan of taking it slow, but when Saucequeen least expects it, he just gives him a bit of a jump scare, just to give him a bit of a reality check. We see the back air, but not a full combo getting started.
That's crazy. A few frames after that jump, too, you could see it turn on. Richard was like, oh, I know that you are not, like, you have no resources. I'm going out there. I'm going to take that stock.
Yeah,
Full stock lead here.
Yeah, that was incredible. Saucequeen manages to answer back, but he's going to have to do a little bit more than that if he wants to get back in this game. In this game number 5, if you might I add.
Ooh, wow, the parry was so important. The damage out of nowhere, man. 40%.
That's what Richard does.
Oh my God! The pop off too. Saucequeen needed that bad. You could tell Saucequeen knew he needed that bad.
Yeah, you saw in the player cam. He popped off so hard his hat fell off.
I was gonna say, I didn't even see that. Oh, a bomb.
Oh no!
Oh
no!
My God, no! From platform to platform. As soon as the wind got back in the sails, so quickly did they leave. The